had 3 boyfriends.
3 different boyfriends.
It's like, pick one.
I love it.
Approved?
Approved.
I feel like it'd be like partners on the internet, and the internet be like, what? Who is this? And like getting so invested in what y'all got going on.
Oh, they're really curious.
You guys, we need to talk about what's been happening with the Katseye girls lately, because the way some icons have been reacting to their boyfriends is honestly weird. And I don't mean harmless jokes. I mean people going out of their way to drag them just for dating. Like suddenly being in a relationship is something they need permission for, especially Manon, since she's become the main focus and the hit tweets about her rumored boyfriend David have been everywhere. And what's crazy is that for the longest time people thought that he was just her friend. But the second people realized he might be more than that, the switch up was instant. And the irony in all of this, the same fans who said that they don't want Katseye being treated like K-pop idols are now acting like the kind of fan base they claimed to be different from.
I really think we're both lesbians, which was a thing that was never claimed. It was just never claimed. Even though we love the lesbians.
Love is love.
Love is love.
Now, I think what might have caused all of this is the fact that a lot of icons don't just support the girls, they built their own version of them, especially after the members started opening up more about themselves. Megan is bi, Lara is queer, Manon has never publicly put herself into one label. They've always just existed as themselves. But some fans took that and created this fixed image in their heads of who the girls were supposed to be. And the second reality didn't match that image, that's when the backlash started. Let's start with Manon. Fans got serious whiplash when a photo of Manon and David kissing surfaced online. The picture was originally posted by one of her friends, but it was taken down just a few hours later. Of course, by then, it had already been spread everywhere. For a lot of fans, that photo was seen as confirmation, and many people were genuinely happy for her. They showed support, they congratulated her, and moved on like normal. But others didn't react the same way. Some accused her of queer baiting, which is a heavy accusation to throw at someone over their personal life. One comment said, her and Lara made liking women their entire personality and then pop out with boyfriends. Manon never promised anyone anything. She never signed a contract saying she could only date certain people to fit a fan narrative. And what makes the reaction even more confusing is the fixation on race. She grew up in Switzerland. She was raised by her white mother. This has always been a part of her identity, so watching people act shocked and calling her boyfriend names feels less like genuine surprise and more like people confronting assumptions they made on their own.
I love it.
Approved?
Approved.
And sadly, this isn't even the first time Manon has been singled out by fans. She's been labeled the laziest member of the group before, with people constantly nitpicking her performances and questioning her effort. So in a way, this feels like just another chapter of her being unfairly targeted. And she's not the only one dealing with it, because then there's Lara. She has also been on the receiving end of the same kind of fan backlash over her boyfriend. Because from what I've seen, the comments about Lara's boyfriend haven't been normal either. People have been saying that he's too old for her and just picking him apart for no reason other than the fact that he's with her. And this is about Orlando. He's a British singer and musician, also known as Orlando Gianni or Orly Chai. He's 26, he makes his own music, he plays multiple instruments, and he's been building his own career long before any of this attention. Lara is 20, so yes, there is about a 6-year age gap. Even though neither Lara nor Orlando sat down and confirmed the relationship, they've been seen together multiple times. They've been spotted at parties in LA, and they were even photographed together during a trip to India, where Orlando reportedly met members of her family. That's not casual. And once fans realized it was serious, the comments got worse. People started body shaming Lara, criticizing her appearance, attacking her online in ways that had nothing to do with concern and everything to do with control. And Laura noticed. She actually spoke out about it. She addressed the hate directly and called out fans for crossing boundaries, because at the end of the day, there is a difference between being curious and being entitled. And it's important to remember that Laura already opened up to fans about being queer back in March of 2025. She's shared that she's known since she was a child.
I was really scared, honestly, about if this would affect how people would see me, affect people's support of me and the group as Katseye. And I was met with so much love and support, and it was such a beautiful experience.
And of course, you guys, we also got to talk about Daniela, because Eyekons did not go easy on her either. The second people realized that she was dating Jonah David, the energy shifted immediately. And it wasn't curiosity, it was straight up dragging. People started going after his looks, calling him unattractive, saying he wasn't on her level. Like, there's some ranking system he failed to qualify for. And it's like, since when did fans become relationship judges? And then it got worse. Some people started calling him a leech, saying he was only with Daniela to benefit off of her fame, acting like he plotted his way into her life for clout, which is a huge assumption to make about someone you don't even know. And the comments under his posts, a mess. People spamming him, mocking him, watching everything he does, acting weirdly possessive over Daniela, like they have some personal stake in who she dates. And then this comment started circulating everywhere. Daniela's boyfriend was liking comments on TikTok saying he was going to be bigger than Daniela, reeked of insecurity. And as if Daniela's Jonah getting dragged wasn't enough, Megan's Jonah is also getting dragged. And yes, I know this is confusing. They both share the same name, at least the Jonah part, but this is a different person. Megan is reportedly dating Jonah Abraham, who is an engineer and producer. He's worked with artists collected to Playboy Cardi, including Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely, and he's been a part of that music circle for a while. But fans didn't just leave it at that. They started digging into his work history and connecting him to Playboy Cardi's past controversies, especially the December 2022 arrest where Cardi was charged with felony aggravated assault after allegedly choking his pregnant girlfriend. And somehow that turned into people dragging Jonah Abraham too, which doesn't really make sense. And last but not least, we've got Sophia and Yoonchae. Let's start with Sophia. She's heavily rumored to be dating Filipino personality Leon Barreto. And this isn't just random speculation either. They were actually high school classmates, and they've been appearing in each other's TikToks and Instagram posts pretty consistently since 2024. And then in January 2026, they were seen vacationing at Hong Kong Disneyland together. Not just the two of them, their families were there too, which made it feel more real. But compared to the others, Sophia hasn't faced the same level of dragging, at least not yet. And then there's Yoonchae. She appears to be single, and she hasn't been linked to any major dating rumors, and it's interesting because it almost shows how fast fans switch depending on whether there's a boyfriend involved or not. Because the moment there is one, everything changes. And when you step back and look at the full picture, Manon, Laura, Daniela, Megan, it really shows how far some fans are willing to go just because they don't like who the girls are dating. At this point, it's not even about support anymore. It's about Eyekons feeling like they should have a say in who these girls date and who they're seen with and what their personal lives should look like. And that's just not okay, because at the end of the day, they are real people. Anyways, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.